I get it. You're only 7 games into the season. It's somewhat of a new team. You've added 2 new starters, and you have injuries to Precious Achiuwa and Mitchell Robinson. But losing to the Rockets and losing to the Hawks in the fashion that you did is a problem. And honestly, I'm a little bit worried about this team. Am I out on this team? No. But man, there are some cracks in the armor, and the way that they are playing the game right now, it's a little bit frustrating. This is a team that has championship aspirations, and they are losing to teams that are going to be counting ping pong balls in 5 months. I get it. 7 games in. Let's not overreact. I'm trying not to. But man, the loss versus the Rockets and the loss versus the Hawks were some of the worst in the Jalen Brunson era. And maybe that's why I should relax a little bit, is because the problem in the last 2 games has been Jalen Brunson. Brunson has simply just not been good enough for the New York Knicks. And I'm not talking about putting the ball in the basket. I'm talking about being a leader. I'm talking about being a closer. I'm talking about being a point guard. I'm talking about being a captain. The New York Knicks were up by 5 points with under 3 minutes to go with the ball in their hands. Karl Anthony Towns carried you the entire way of this game. And for some reason, Jalen Brunson just refuses to pass him the ball in the clutch. Karl Anthony Towns touched the ball 1 time in the final 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. And it was when Jalen Brunson threw him the ball in the corner with no space and he missed a 3. I don't know how else to say this, but until Jalen Brunson realizes that Karl Anthony Towns needs to be the go-to option and needs to be the engine and needs to be the guy that this offense needs to run through, the New York Knicks will never reach their potential. Karl Anthony Towns is a 7-footer who can average 30, get you 15, and shoot over 50% from 3 on 9 attempts. He is your easiest source of offense. He is your most diverse sense of offense. You need to feature Cat. You need to play through Cat. Until Jalen Brunson realizes that this is no longer the New York Knicks of the playoffs last year, where it needs to be ISO Brunson, this team will not reach their potential. You need him to be better, because you can't ask more of Karl Anthony Towns. You can't. The guy has been everything you would have hoped for and more since becoming a part of this team. He shoots 2 shots in the fourth quarter against the Houston Rockets, and then he touches the ball 1 time in the fourth quarter in the last 3 minutes. How many times on the pick and pop will Brunson drive and just ignore a Cat that's wide open? I don't know. I love Jalen Brunson. I paraded for him to be here. I told everyone he was underpaid when he got here. I told you he was going to be an all-NBA player when he got here. I still believe that Jalen Brunson is the guy that is going to deliver a championship to the New York Knicks. But I need him to look in the mirror and ask the question, who do I want to be? Do I want to be an NBA champion, or do I want to be the leading shot taker and the number 1 option for a New York Knicks team that is not going to ever do anything relevant in this league? Jalen, I love you. Jalen, we love you. But this team, they need you to be better. Simply put, 4 assists from your point guard that touches the ball every time down is unacceptable. It's not like the New York Knicks didn't make shots tonight. The New York Knicks made plenty of shots. The New York Knicks shot 47% from 3 and 48% from the deck. The assists were there to be made. He just would not pass the ball. And when he would pass the ball, there would be 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Brunson. Just dribbling the air out of the ball. Move it. You're going to get it back. Randall's not on this team anymore. You'll get the ball back if you give it up. For this team to be the team that I think they can be and the team that we hope they can be, Jalen Brunson needs to play at a higher level than the way he played tonight, than the way he played against the Rockets, because you cannot lose to the Hawks. You cannot lose to the Rockets. You cannot blow 13-point leads to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I still think this team can be special. But until Brunson realizes that it's more than just him on this court that can score, this team might have something that's going to take a while. And then look, your defense is a joke. Your defense is a joke. 121 points to Zachary Risache, Clint Capella, and Dyson Daniels. OG Anunoby's passing up open shots in the fourth quarter to throw it into the corner to Josh Hart. Josh Hart's stats look great. They do. His effort on defense was a joke in the first half. He let Risache walk into open jumper after open jumper. Hart made some good plays. He got out in transition, and he brought life to this team in the second half. Stuffed the stat sheet, no doubt. But, man, you need to be a defender. If you're going to let Zachary Risache light you up in his 7th game in the association for 30 points, we're going to have a problem. And I'm starting to believe that this team has a Mikal Bridges problem as well. And look, nobody campaigned for the Knicks to go out and add Mikal Bridges. I thought he'd be a perfect fit. And so far, the New York Knicks have given up 5, count it, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first-round picks, 4 unprotected, and a Milwaukee Bucks first-round pick that looks like it's going to be lottery bound for a guy that is a corner boy, a dribble handoff merchant, and someone that can't guard anymore. I got all the faith in the world in this team. But at the end of the day, in the NBA, to win games, you need your best players to be the best players. This is a star-driven league, and your stars are not shining. Bridges, it's dim. Jalen Brunson's had a terrible start to the season. You need both them to be aggressively better, or the New York Knicks are going to have a serious problem. We'll talk more about this game coming up in a second, but make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I know people are martially overreacting. I get it. Am I overreacting? Probably. But I'm a passionate New York Knicks fan. I wear orange and blue on my sleeve, and I'm going to ride or die with this team. But I'm going to trust my eyes. And right now, the process for the New York Knicks does not look good. If you're still with me, though, and you're still riding on this channel, subscribe. And make sure you are hooked up with our proud sponsor and our proud sportsbook partner, DraftKings. The NBA is finally back. A new season means new ways to get into the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Who's draining threes from beyond the arc? Who's crashing the boards and grabbing rebounds? Get behind your favorite players and the prop bets you can make on DraftKings, the home of NBA player props. First time, new DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Every point counts with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code KNICKSCHAT. That's code KNICKSCHAT for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777. Visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in New Hampshire, Oregon, Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gambling resources, see dkng.co/BBALL. Unfortunately, my parlay did not hit. We did hit on Jalen Brunson threes. I don't know if Trae Young ended up with 25 points. Ended up with 23. So missed out on 2 of our legs. But since we used the promo code KNICKSCHAT, we got $200 in free bets. We made our first $5 bet. Deuce McBride got it going. The NBA is finally back for this team. I thought there was an argument that could be made that Deuce McBride probably should have closed this game either over Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, or OG Anunoby. He played great defense. He was moving the ball, 7 assists, and he was making his shots. And that was awesome to see. He went 0 for 9 against the Houston Rockets. In the last prior 3 games, he was like 7 of 29. Hadn't yet found the range. After a hot start, kind of sputtered out for 3 games, but he was back. He was hooping, and it was good to see Deuce get some buckets for this team. Maybe should have closed the game. Tyler Kolek got some run in both halves. Still no campaign tonight. Got a hamstring injury. just 8 minutes from the rookie. I think it was 4 in each half. But the Knicks offense was at their best when Tyler Kolek was running the show in that first half. He was moving. He was grooving. He was playing with pace. He was playing with space. He moved the ball. He didn't feel like he just had to dribble it. And he got it to open players. And they hockey assisted. And that ball popped around. There were 5-6 passes in a row without the ball hitting the floor when Tyler Kolek was in the game. And then Jalen Brunson immediately came in the game and for 2 possessions in a row, dribbled the ball for 15 seconds, passed it one time, a grenade, and the next time he turned it over. Just watch, bro. This team has too much talent to just stand around and watch the 6'1" Jalen Brunson ISO game. Jalen Brunson was the worst volume ISO player in the NBA last year. Got to get a new identity because that one looks pretty fraudulent right now. And Jericho Sims. Precious. Whatever I got to do to make sure that hamstring's good, bro, let me know. Because I am tired. I am exhausted of watching Jericho Sims play basketball for this team. The Atlanta Hawks out-rebound the New York Knicks. And another team stat that's very frustrating is the New York Knicks had 29 assists, less than Atlanta, but they had double the turnovers. 16 turnovers for the New York Knicks compared to just 8 turnovers for the Atlanta Hawks. It's not often in the league that you shoot better from 3, you make 7 more threes than the other team and lose. The Knicks defense, the Knicks rebounding, the Knicks ball handling, and their ability to close games needs to drastically improve. I know this. If I was Josh Hart, if I was OG, and if I was Bridges, I would be embarrassed for the defensive effort that I put together tonight. Zachary, I don't even know how to say the brother's fucking name. Zachary Risache just lit you up for 33 points in his 8th or 7th game in the NBA. 6 of 10 from 3. 11 of 18 from downtown. Embarrassing. Jalen Johnson also took you to the woodshed as well. 23, 15, and 7. He looked like LeBron James out there. OG couldn't stay in front of him. OG was getting bumped off his path. Want to hear something funny? Wingstop. LOL. Trae Young. Closed the game for them. Closed the game for him. He hit clutch free throws. He facilitated. He played like a point guard. Great players, which the Knicks have a lot of. They find a way to affect the game when the shot's not falling. 10 dimes and 6 boards for Trae Young. Still F Trae Young. Clint Capella, 18 points, 6 boards, 8 of 8. And then Dyson Daniels, he flustered Brunson all night long. But I don't even want to give Daniels that much credit because I don't even feel like it was the Daniels defense. I felt like it was Brunson just not knowing what he wanted to do, just standing there at the logo. Oh, shoot, we're doing a video. My bad. I thought we were just dribbling the ball. That's what Jalen Brunson looked like tonight. Unbelievable. I still believe in this team. I still think this team can be special. But, man, you got to wake up or it'll get early quick in New York. What's your concern level for the New York Knicks? Scale it for me from 1 to 10. 1 being you're not concerned. 10 being you are extremely concerned. I'm at about a 3.5. I'm at about a 3.5. There is some concern there, but I still believe in the players to write this thing the correct way. Make sure you are following me and you are subscribed to this channel. Hit that big red sub button. We'll be live again on Friday night. Let's go get a win, man. Let's go get a win. Let's go Knicks.